Peanut butter, baby, shorty, got that glow too. Pussy wet, water, give me that throw too. Boy, you happy about that bitch, that my hoe too. Smart bitch, but sometimes she act slow too. She crazy. Reggie money, really business, got them bows too. When they tell me I'm the GOAT, I'm like so true. Now I'm doing movies, I'm on TV shows too. She don't want a broke nigga, but she broke too. I just met a pretty thigh bitch, straight with jelly. When I'm feeling ratchet, I might buy about a henny. Clap, make it thunder, smack a booty when I'm in it. Out that at the that no Gio Davis, bitch, you in it.
What's poppin', what's poppin'?
Mic check.
Okay.
We on
Happy
this bitch.
Wednesday, baby. Happy way back Wednesday. Welcome to another episode of Miss Me After Dark. I am your host, the phenomenal, fantabulous, extraterrestrial, out of this world,
Fantabulous is crazy.
Misunderstood Brown. Yes, that is me. That's me. Yeah, what's up? And today in the building, I have one of my comedic brothers special. You know, he's really special to me. I give him shit every time I see him, but that's because I love him. You know what I'm saying? Don't quote me on that. Don't ever ask me again. Don't ever say I said this because I'm going to deny it. And you got to play it back on this motherfucker. I'll never introduce I'm going to let you introduce yourself because that's what I do. But just wait for 1 second. So it's Wednesday. I have, like I said, a great interview coming up. I'm going to continue. I actually want to continue the interview that I did with the ladies like 2 weeks ago for Father's Day. And I want to ask the fellas, you know, their opinion on some stuff. So I asked my brother to sit down with me and let's chop it up. So, mic number one, interview person, guest, who are you?
So, as she said, I am Rome the comedian. I am an up-and-coming comedian in St. Louis. I am also a barber. I'm also a track coach and a football coach. So I don't have time for no bullshit.
Oh damn! Well, say that shit.
I do a lot. Yeah.
Say that shit then. You ain't got time for no bullshit.
Yes.
What's going on? This new little mouse is efficient, baby. It is mousing. So you a track coach, a football coach, a comedian, and a barber?
Yes.
You do all that. Damn.
Do all that.
Multitasking for your ass.
Yes.
So, Rome, tell us a little bit about yourself. So, you are not originally from St. Louis, right?
I am not.
Okay, where are you from?
So
I know.
I'm originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota. So obviously when you get to St. Louis, it's a hell of a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your head on the swivel around this motherfucker. So it was a lot of things I had to learn. I moved here in high school. So some people might still hear, like, I'll talk a little proper. So, like, when I got to high school, a lot of motherfuckers were just like, oh, man, like, why you talk like a white boy? And at the time, I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. I was just like, a white boy, like, what does a white boy talk like? And
Proper.
so, basically, that's what it was. So,
That's
it was
stupid.
me articulating my words. And, yeah, people was kind of like, and I didn't understand what the finish line was. Like, I guess by you talking proper means you're weak or you're soft or
Nah, we just a
something
little
like that.
country here. You might took it
Not
a little too
little
far.
country.
We're a little country, so
a lot country.
okay, that's all. We just a little country here.
But
We
I
are
adapted.
a country city.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get it twisted. Like our boy say, they thought we was riding horses around this one.
No,
We ain't
seriously.
riding no horses.
Because when my mom first told me we was moving here, that's what I had in mind. I'm like, Missouri.
Really?
I'm like, why are we going to Missouri? Like, out of all places, Missouri. So I'm thinking, you know, it's getting ready to be like all kind of cornfields, and because that's what the
No.
world thinks about St.
Right.
Louis. They think that it's just cornfields and all this. So when I got here my first day of freshman year, I called back to Minneapolis. I'm like, hey, nigga, this shit ain't nothing how y'all thought it was.
Right.
Like, nigga, they around here with gold teeth and cutlasses and Monte Carlos and shit like that. So I learned real fast what St. Louis was about.
Okay.
And, you know, once I got adapted to the culture and shit, like, I fell in love with it for real.
Okay, so let's reel it back. So you said you came here your freshman year of high school. Do you mind me asking what led y'all to leave Minnesota and come to St. Louis?
Okay, so my family in Minneapolis is very crime oriented. And when I
Oh,
say crime oriented, it's not like St. Louis. It's like more in Minneapolis is more like organized crime.
okay.
And so my dad is like a mob boss type shit. So you have bosses, chapos, and generals and foot soldiers. So it's more organized. And so my mom didn't want me to fall into none of
The same patterns.
right. So she didn't want me a part of that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so I think once our house got kicked in a few times in Minneapolis, she started looking for jobs around around the country. And so it was between Lexington, Kentucky, and St. Louis, Missouri. And since we had more family here, then I think it only made sense for her to move here.
Okay.
And not only that, but she had a house built right when we got here. And so it was a no-brainer. I'm like, I'm going with my mom.
Damn.
Like,
Okay. Mom came building houses and shit. That's
yes.
what. So she came with the bread. She ain't come with the. Okay. So what high school when you came to St. Louis, and from Minneapolis? What high school did you go to?
I went to Hazelwood Central.
Okay.
And so at Hazelwood Central is where I actually discovered my talent, not my talent of comedic skills, but my talent of track and field. And so I'm a 3-time state champion in the 800 and a half mile. And
Oh, okay.
so that's what influenced me to coach track. So, I mean, you on my Facebook, so you see my kids a lot. They're also ranked in the country in middle distance. And so, yeah.
Okay, shout out to that, baby, because I do see you. And like I just started the track thing. Me and my baby just started the track thing. We started late.
It's not for the weak.
And it's not. And these kids out here running their hearts out, baby. And
Yes.
you come in typical round fashion, your shoes and everything matching. You're looking like you on your own stage. I see you.
Yeah.
Out of everybody in that motherfucker, I see
Yes.
you. But y'all really doing the work. So, okay.
And it's for free. So like I do it for, the community. I do it for I don't do it for no money. I do it because I know a lot of boys in this world are missing a void. The void that they missing is their dad. And the way I look at it when I raise my sons, I don't look at it like, hey man, you're raising your sons. Like I'm looking at it like I'm raising somebody else's daddy, I'm raising somebody else's husband, and that gives
Right.
me more of an influence and more of a it just gives me more, like power to do it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It
It
give you
get
more
my
of a
feet up
push,
under me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Shout out to the man that's actually doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you could have walked away. You could have chose to do anything in the world. Kids or no kids, it don't matter.
Yes.
So you doing track right now. So y'all going to state?
Not state. So state is high school. We're going
Okay,
to
the
Junior
region.
Olympics.
Okay, the Junior
So
Olympics.
Junior Olympics is going to be in Texas the first weekend of August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations on you and
Yes.
your son.
Yes.
Both of your sons run?
One of my sons run. My other son is a 3-star recruit at Lutheran North, so he's focused on football right now. My little son, my 9-year-old, he runs track on my
Right.
team, and
That's the
he's
one I
ranked
see.
top 3 in the country in 2 different events.
Dang. Okay.
Yes. So
Track
he's handling his shit.
Okay.
And everybody who see my kids, they know who my kids are because obviously they look exactly like me.
Yeah, they look like you.
Yes.
They look like you. I haven't met them personally, but I do see them, and they do resemble you. So
All of them got different personalities. That's the cool thing too about fatherhood. Like you can treat one kid like this, but you have to treat your other kid totally different because
Right.
they receive shit different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like one of them might be softer. He can't accept cussing
Right.
and hard shit. But another one might.
yeah, you
So,
just
like,
have to
that's
literally learn your child and not think that it's a certain way of raising kids because it really ain't no book to this shit.
Well, not just learn them one time. You're gonna have to learn your kid 4 or 5 times throughout life. Because my oldest is 17, so I realize I'm a first-time parent to a 17-year-old. You get what I'm saying? And so my 9-year-old, obviously he was 6 3 years ago. He's a totally different person from 6 to 9. He's gonna be a totally different person from 9 to 12. He'll be a totally different person from 12 to 15.
You think that?
Absolutely.
Well, they gonna grow into, different stages of life, but that root person
The
is
root
kind
person
of,
is gonna change because their environment changes, their mind frame changes, their like interest changes, and so it's a ongoing cycle
evolution.
of evolution. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
So,
the beauty of it for real.
okay. So you having more kids?
I'm gonna be 41 in October, and so I don't plan on it. Um, I mean, if more kids come, like I would want to raise my son now. Like right now, I got baby mamas, and I don't want
Yeah.
more baby mamas. So like I'm at an age now to where if I have more kids, I want to be in the household with my wife and to raise my kids. I don't want to go to court no more to see my kids.
Right.
So I think I'm past that part. So
That's
if I get a
smart.
woman that, is my wife and I get a woman that's very serious about, raising kids and, she's serious about what she wants, then absolutely I'll have more kids. But I'm
Okay.
not having any more baby mamas if that makes sense.
Oh, that make a whole lot of sense. I think the stage of I know a lot of people still doing the baby mama thing, but as you grow and as we are growing, and I see a growth in our community right now. Um, that baby mama, baby daddy shit played out. Like a lot of people don't even like referring to they other person as a baby mama because it be more than that. You know what I'm saying? But some people earn that title because you
Oh
just
yeah.
the baby's mama.
But what's crazy is what I've learned in St. Louis. A lot of the good baby daddies get terrible baby mamas,
And
and a
vice
lot of
versa.
vice
Yeah.
versa. So like it's weird that a good baby mama can't get a good baby daddy. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
always on the opposite end of the spectrum, and that to me is just so crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
I had to go to
It goes
court for
deep.
all of my kids.
Did you?
Really?
And you
Yes.
have legal custody of all your
I have
kids?
legal custody of two.
Okay. Or the
My
mom's in
other
St.
one,
Louis?
they are. My other son lives in Oklahoma City,
Okay.
and he's 16. So that's my
Okay.
middle son.
Oh, so you got three sons. I thought you had two.
Yeah,
Okay. And you are you in a relationship right now?
I am not.
Okay, you're not in a relationship and you will be willing to get married
I'm
if
I'm
that
I'm
person.
working on something though. Like I got
Okay.
something brewing right now, but
It's cooking, but it ain't
it's
done
in the
yet.
oven. It's not done yet. And the reason being, she lives in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh,
So
how did that come about?
that's okay. So I met her in high school when I had moved here from Minneapolis, and she ended up moving to Phoenix. I want to say 10 or 15 years ago, and she came
Okay.
across as my friend's suggestion on Facebook. And I'm not gonna put her name out there, but
Of course not.
yeah, but I mean she's been there for me. She's came to St. Louis to see me. She's came to Houston to see me. Um, and she's been an inspiration. So I'm just
Okay.
letting that cook in the oven, and I'm just trying to let it come, in like a organic way, if that makes sense.
Okay, shout out to taking it slow because
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I don't want to rush nothing. I don't want to be forced into nothing, but it just gonna come when it come. And
Okay.
when it do, I think it'll be a special thing though.
Okay, shout out to you for
Yeah.
that because most people want to rush, and sometimes people need to understand rushing and get you nowhere. If
Yeah.
it start fast, it end fast.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So the comedy thing, how did you get into the comedic lifestyle? How did that happen?
Okay, so
From track to comedy.
it's a very short story. So in 2020, obviously we was in COVID year. So I wanted to take this girl out on a date, and I didn't know where to go because I really wasn't like an outside person. So I looked on this St. Louis website to see kind of like different things to do on a Wednesday, and so I saw Helium had an open mic, and I was like, maybe the bitch like to laugh. So
Not
I'm
the
like,
bitch. Go ahead.
I'm like,
Maybe she like to laugh.
Let me take her to Helium. So I didn't plan to perform. I just wanted to go and laugh. So they had about 10 people that performed, and nobody laughed at none of that shit. So I told the girl I was with, I was like, hey, look, next Wednesday I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna make somebody laugh. And she laughed at me. She thought I was bullshitting. Next Wednesday I came there. I wrote me a little 4-minute set, and I made everybody laugh. And Helium been emailing me ever since. And that's kind of how my ball got rolling, was with that open mic at Helium. And that's
Okay.
what kind of let me know, shit, I could do this.
Because you've done a lot in
Oh,
the little time that you've been doing
so I
comedy.
started COVID year in 2020.
Okay.
So I'm 5 years in.
Okay. And what are some of the things you have accomplished? What's your, to you to date, the most monumental thing that you've done in comedies thus
Shit, opening up for Michael Collier at the Helium, being on Gary Owens' podcast, being on Michael Collier's podcast, doing the Smokes and Jokes with Murphy Lee and Keywan. Shit, those are just to name a few. Going to Houston and performing in front of other people, going to Memphis and performing in front of other people, going to Buffalo, New York, performing in front of people. And so this thing has really took me around.
Did you like Buffalo? To me, Buffalo is just like
You
East
know
St.
what?
Louis. I was like, this
I don't know
motherfucker
what
look
part you
just
was
like
staying
East
in,
St. Louis.
but Buffalo is kind of big. And I went in the winter, so it was fucking
Even
snowing
worse.
like a motherfucker. So
Did you go in a blizzard? I
it
went
wasn't a
couple
blizzard,
of
but
different
it
times.
was snowing like a motherfucker. I wouldn't say it was a blizzard, but it was very, very cold. Like, but I'm
Yeah.
from Minneapolis, so the cold really don't
right,
bother me.
and I hate it. I went to Minnesota to do
Oh, I
shows,
love the
oh
cold.
my god!
Yes.
Not only was it boring as fuck, sorry, because I absolutely love the people. When I tell you the people are cool as fuck, I'm still very much cool with some of the people that I performed for. The times where I was back and forth, riding the highway to go to Minnesota. But that cold is a different type of cold.
Oh yeah, you
It's
will have
off
to get
those
your
lakes.
coat from there.
Yeah.
See, I don't, and
Yeah.
I don't mind the cold. It's the wind and the snow that bothers
Right.
me. But
Yeah.
Buffalo had both. I mean, but the people in Buffalo, they was cool too. Like, and you know, it's a lot easier to make a motherfucker laugh when
Yeah.
you're not in St. Louis.
Right. When you,
But to
well,
make a motherfucker in St. Louis laugh, I mean, if you could make it here, finish it.
Yeah, you can make it anywhere.
There we
facts.
go.
People think that it's Chicago and all these other places.
No.
It's not. St. Louis prepares you for anywhere in the world you want to
Yes,
go, because
and it gets a lot
anywhere
easier.
else I go, I kill. I don't give a fuck. It's easy,
Yes.
easy work. Who cares? Except for Detroit. But I went to Detroit and I killed, but it was one place lets me know that I needed to up my game, because
yeah.
a woman, not because I wasn't funny, but because a woman went on and she was like, she had done BET, all this shit, but that don't mean nothing. Nobody cares,
yeah.
right? Because I went up after somebody from BET and I crushed them, but they went up after me and couldn't follow me. But anyway, she went up and said every fucking thing I was finna go up and say.
And that fucking, like, it causes you to
Yeah.
go in your bag. You got to go in your bag after
Yeah.
that. And a lot of comedians think like that. Like, when I first started comedy here, people were saying that shit like, oh, he steal jokes. I'm like, steal jokes? Like, from who? Oh, you think I would steal a joke from a motherfucker here that hasn't made it off Lindbergh? That's like stealing a car with no tires. It don't make no sense. So I started to notice, and Michael Collier is my mentor. I talk to him and Gary Owen a lot. And they gravitate to me because obviously, like, they see themselves in me.
Right.
So it makes them want to
That's
mentor.
cool shit. That's cool shit right there.
Yeah, it makes them want to mentor me, and it makes them want to talk to me to where I can steer around that shit.
Right.
And so when I was calling them with these, these accusations, the shit that I'm saying is shit that really happened in my life. And so, like, for you to say I'm stealing jokes, it's like, okay, I know what you're doing. You're trying to shut me up. Since you said McDonald's in your set, you said I can't say McDonald's in my set. Since you said bitches in your set, I can't say bitches in my set. So, like, really, it's like, it's a difference between having the same premise and having the same joke.
Right.
And so this
Right.
rumor had started circulating about me stealing jokes. And so it was just like, what joke? Nobody would ever say the joke. Everybody would just say, I heard.
Right.
Like, are we in 8th grade?
Yeah.
Tell me what joke I
Yeah.
stole, so then that way I could just flush it, and then I could just, write something different. Nobody ever said the joke. They would just say I'm stealing jokes. What joke, nigga?
Well, okay, so St. Louis, and I'm going to say it because, I don't never give a fuck what nobody say about me, because I say the fuck I want to say how I want to say it.
Yeah.
Plus, this my show, so I can do what the fuck I want to do. St. Louis comedy scene is very cliquish. So if one person said, then 10 people have said. Like, it
Without
doesn't
even
matter.
knowing.
Yeah, it doesn't even really matter. Like, you just have to just stay in your lane, which
Mm-hmm.
you have been doing. And plus, you super confident because I watched you. You know they out here talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know they out here looking, want you to fail. And you still be moving, doing your shit and excelling and shit. And I even told you, like, that was a good set. That was some good shit. You know what I'm saying? That
At
was
Marvin
funny,
show?
whatever. Huh?
You talking about at Marvin?
Nah, jokes and notes.
Oh, Smokes and Jokes. Oh, yeah,
Smokes and jokes.
Yeah.
And a couple other times, shit. If you funny,
See, but they
funny,
don't
I
have
give a
no
fuck.
they don't have no bias. So what I did notice is when I had first started doing comedy in 2020, I'm not gonna say no names, but people used to put me on their shows all the time when I was less funny.
Oh yeah, that's.
But now,
I think that's a thing. Period.
but now that I've got funny and I got a little notoriety and I have more of a following, I started to notice people would not put me on their shows. They would put people on their shows that are less funny, and
Or
because
new-
it
or
would look like
newcomers.
it would look like I'm competition. You know what I'm saying? When really, nigga, you told me when we first started doing comedy that, nigga, the goal is to get funny and to get big. So now that I started doing that, now you don't answer my calls, you don't put me on no shows. Nigga, this was the goal. This what you said we should do.
Right.
But they won't put me. If you notice, I gotta put my own shows on.
I was
And
just gonna say that's commonplace though. That's just I don't know if that's just some people in particular or if that's kind of like the game how it goes sometimes. But in other cities, they will work together more.
Yes.
In this city, not so much. But I was just gonna say you just gotta put your own shit on. Just find your own lane.
I asked this one in
Yeah.
particular person that used to put me on shows or that used to be on shows with me, like, bro, I see you putting on the show and I see you got 4 other people that you know are way less funny than me. Like, why won't you put me on the show? And he was just like, oh man, I will never forget this. He said, man, just put on your own show. I'm like, oh, so this is how it is. So it's basically once you get big or bigger and you know you start getting notoriety, people start looking at you like competition, and nobody's gonna help you ascend. So
Right.
I figured here I just gotta ascend by myself.
Yeah,
I
but
have
it
to
only
ascend
make
by
you
myself.
colder though. It only make
Yes.
you colder because in our reality, it's really not anyone's job to help. This is your journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But even though in other places or others, you might run across some people that will help you here too. It's just the people that they no longer fit in your circle.
So
You know, it's just
really,
time for you to
you
move
outgrew
on.
him, and this is
Yeah,
the exact
that's
same
all.
thing that Michael Collier said. He said, "Man, people are in your life for a reason or a season.
Yeah.
So you use that reason, you use that season,
Exactly.
and then you, like a caterpillar, you just outshell,
Yeah.
and you just, you grow on.
Yeah, and you still say thank you, and you still fuck with them, but you just fuck with them on your terms, and it don't mean that they a bad person, but sometimes you just can't force shit.
Yeah,
It's,
it don't-
it's
it don't-
over. It's done. Thank you.
And I understand what you're saying when you say
Yeah.
it don't make them a bad person. It just
Yeah.
mean like that they not right for you for this
At the-
season.
yeah, exactly.
It don't make them a bad person.
Yeah, it
but see,
don't.
me, I take
You
a
like,
lot
I
of
don't
shit
fuck with you.
personal.
Yeah, you like nigga. I
And
don't
that's
fuck with you.
yes, see,
Right, I
and
don't fuck
that's
with you, nigga.
and that's what I have to differentiate
Hey.
is the taking it personal and the business aspect.
Look who the fuck
you know what I'm
showed
saying?
up. Mr. I ain't coming today. What's up?
What's up, Chris?
What's going on, sir?
Yeah.
Right. First of all, I forgot to tell
go
everybody
slide
that you
through.
wasn't coming. Shit,
That's
I
all
forgot
right.
all about it. We
I
got
was
to
like,
talk.
I
Chris
gotta
here.
pull up,
Okay, Chris
Especially
Webster
with the
just
bro.
pulled up. What's up, Chris? Especially with him, nigga. What about me?
Yeah, but
Ew.
we gonna do our thing. I'm on my own exclusive.
Okay,
too.
so
I want my
I
own
forgot to
exclusive.
say my bad.
Well,
I forgot to say because we got to talking so good or whatever.
Yeah.
That that
finna
your
go
ass
see-
wasn't even heard. No,
We-
just-
Because
no,
the conversation gave
we
me
in
a
good
I
conversation.
I remember telling myself because at one point y'all was talking. I got everything I need.
Yeah, you unless you. forgot
Y'all was
something to say.
talking, and I was like, "Let me step back." That's his business
nah.
move. But I remember asking you what day you did your thing. That's what I said.
I don't
But
know.
when
I had a
was
couple
like,
of shots. I don't know. I might have
It's
thought
all
you
I had a
said
couple of
both of y'all.
When
I,
I saw
and
it,
took
I
y'all
literally-
picture together.
I
I'm
was
just
in the
saying for you.
garage at the Galleria, finna go check out the To Hear More show. I went on my Facebook real quick, was sipping. Oh shit, niggas still tagging me. You know what? Nah,
Yeah.
let me shoot down here and pull up.
Yeah, so what's
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Chris Webster just pulled in the building, y'all.
What's
If y'all
up?
listen
What's
to
up?
this
What's
on
up? I'm leaving my
Spotify and
shades on.
whatnot. What's up, TikTok? Talk Tick, what's
Top
up?
tick.
Talk tick is
Facebook,
crazy.
hello.
Top tick is crazy.
Instagram, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Apple Music, hello.
Hello.
All the platforms that
So
my
look,
podcast is on. Hello.
Is his mic on?
Yeah.
Is
His
it
mic
on?
So
Okay,
tell the
so
people
hold
who you
on.
are. Wait,
Give me a light.
let
I
everybody
see a
Hold
light.
know.
on. No,
You
no.
smoke?
Real
What?
quick.
Rome ain't
Yeah,
no
you can
smoke,
smoke.
man.
I
No,
just
I ain't
wanna-
no wrong smoke.
Hold up. No, I smoke blacks. So
Oh,
remember
that's
I
a
was talking
black.
about stealing jokes.
Yeah.
Watch
Okay.
this.
Give me your light real quick,
He was one of the people that said that.
No,
so,
I didn't say
no,
you
no, no,
stole
no, no,
jokes.
no.
I
Look,
told
you gonna
you.
call
I
him
was
on-
telling
Hold on, hold
Is
on,
my
hold on.
mic on for real?
Yeah, your
No,
mic
I didn't
on.
say you
Wait
stole
a
jokes.
second.
I said that.
Can
okay.
I-
My bad. I
All
apologize.
right,
You
so you said I stole jokes.
No,
so
I didn't say
now
you.
the
is a
camera is
loving
on you.
platform.
Can you tell me what joke I stole?
First of all, I never said you stole jokes. I didn't say you. I personally, like, at my point of view, I was like, oh, you steal jokes. I said that's what people be saying. When
So
we talk,
now,
when
is that
me
what I
and
said?
When
Yeah, that's
me and
what-
you
that's
rap,
what
we
we both
rap
say.
on a.
Mm-hmm.
We
The
rap on
conversation
a.
is-
When me and you rap, we rap on a different level. We two brothers who be on our own joint.
Facts.
And we talk like, hey, motherfuckers behave, won't you want. So
But
I was just
look-
talking on that.
You were talking on what somebody else said.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say one person, but
Yeah,
I ain't
it was
say-
a few people that said it to you, and then
But that's
you,
the guy. I mean, but people say
and
shit
then
about
you,
me too. So.
and then you repeated it.
No, I let you know.
No, you
I
had
didn't
made
say,
a joke
oh, you
about
be
it.
stealing joke. I didn't make no joke about you on the stage.
Not on stage. We was talking one day. We was joning, and everybody was outside. And then your last
outside
joke,
that place.
you said, "All right, everybody hide your notebooks, cause Romaine is in here.
Now
Rome is in
listen.
Oh, he
here."
going way
Now
back.
where we?
Yeah.
Now you know.
So is that was that a
you
joke?
know.
I forgot about that.
So
you
so
know,
so
we heard it. Now
I
you
would
being
never
light-skinned.
we
forget
here on the
that.
podcast.
Now you being
So-
Here we go.
light-skinned.
I would
So
say
that
this.
was-
Let me
I
be
was
the
that a-
devil's advocate though.
I know what
when
you're
you're
talking- and I'll speak to
joning,
that. I'll
when
speak
we
to
joning,
that.
if you joning,
Yeah.
our bets off. He can say whatever he want to say, unless
Okay.
he talk. You can even talk about you.
Like
We
I
don't.
said,
the
I
mama
ain't-
So,
should
but
be off.
She right.
talking
She right,
gossip,
though.
but talking gossip about things that that you don't know is.
Nah.
Would you say that that's a little
Because at that
girly?
time-
Well, everybody
at that
else was saying it,
time-
so it was
Everybody
for
else
the
was
girls.
saying it, but
Yeah,
he
but-
said it at
No.
that time, and that's why. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on him because I kind of looked at him a little different.
You ain't never got on me. But
no, I ain't never-
You just felt the
But
way
hold
about
up,
that
wait a
joke.
minute. So let me run it back real quick. So for those who don't know, introduce yourself, sir, and tell them who you are, Mr. Webster.
My name is Chris Webster. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Ethiopian individual. I do comedy. The
Okay.
CEO of Dumb Entertainment, DUHM, said for don't underestimate having motivation. Do you hear?
Okay. Now,
And
how
this-
long?
my
How
guy.
long have you been doing comedy? Cause see, this the thing. I'm going somewhere with this. So, how long have you? Are you raised in born and raised in St. Louis?
Oh yeah, I'm still St. Louis. I just don't
You was
claim that
born and
American
raised
part
here.
no more. So now
Okay.
I claim Ethiopia. But no, yeah, I'm born and raised, man. You know,
Okay.
my daddy Ethiopian, my mama Walnut Park in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and how long have you been doing comedy?
It'd be 3 years in August.
Okay, so let me make this point because I've been doing comedy longer than both of y'all. I'm a vet. So the thing is, both of y'all are pretty new in the game in St. Louis, right? And this is what happens. So everybody pits everybody against each other. It's all bullshit. So to see that y'all sitting here right now and I do like what you just did. You just called him on it.
That's
y'all
real.
having a grown man conversation
that's
about it,
straight up.
and
That's
then
what we
because
could.
it might have bothered him though. You never know.
I'm glad you brought that because
Yeah,
that was so
and you
long
bring
ago.
it
I
up.
probably wasn't even. I was
And it
probably
was
maybe-
probably-
And
it
I
was all
remembered it.
bullshit.
I remembered it.
You're in the game when that happened.
I remembered
Yeah, I
it because
remember it.
I remembered it because I remember every nigga who said that.
But-
and the reason why I did that at Smokes and Jokes, it was
I
24
know what you're saying.
comedians from St. Louis at Smokes and Jokes trying to get on the episode. All right, I made sure that I went in there and smacked everybody in their face, not literally, but on the stage. And so once I got off stage from doing that Smokes and Jokes, niggas was like, "Oh shit, like this nigga's for real." You know what I'm saying? And so that was my plan to go in there and do that because it seems like all 27 niggas in there that competed against me, they lost.
Oh, you talking about
would
the
say they
you talking about for the
lost.
audition
No,
for the
it was-
to be on the
it
TV
was-
joint when we first did that one.
It was top
I
three.
remember that he did do good that night.
It was only
Man, you did good that night.
feel like-
it was only 3 people that went that night.
I've seen you
I've been
do
rocking
good
with
before
Ron
that.
for a long time. I think a
It
long
was
time
me,
since then, and it's good to know
Myson,
he's
and
felt that way about that
and
night.
another
My
dude. That were the top 3.
The three that
Okay.
made
And
it to the
I
joint.
made sure that I
It was good people. Everybody
put
kind of was good.
heel
Like,
on
90%
necks.
Everybody was good.
Not everybody.
You
was
you
good.
did that night.
You talking about the night
That
of
when
the
we-
show?
it was
Treasure.
at Treasure. We had an
Yeah.
audition to be. It was when
I
they
was
was going
there.
to do the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Who
was there.
said St. Louis ain't funny?
Was I
Most
there
of
for
the people
first one? No, I
audition
wasn't
did
there for the
good.
first one.
Yeah.
It was actually
everybody
a
brought
good
their
night.
A game.
I think I missed the first one.
If it was
It was
you said
23 people.
If it was 23 people,
3 people made it.
8. No, I'm saying like 18, 19 people did good.
Yeah.
Like, did, like,
they
everybody
were
brought
ham.
their A game.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody
Okay.
brought
It
their
was
A
a good
game.
night. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And-
basically,
and-
what
And I
you
will
said-
say Ron was in there. I
I
remember that
came
night.
out
Yeah, for
on
sure.
top, and I did that on purpose. I didn't drink before the set. You know how a lot of motherfuckers get drunk for they set. I didn't do
Yeah,
none
they
of
was
that.
fucked up because everybody was smoked out. The
I
day
didn't. I didn't do none of
Yeah,
that.
that was a smoke
I
out,
made
man.
sure that I was coherent. I made sure that I remembered all my shit in the order I was gonna remember it, and I just wanted to do that in front of all the comedians. And so, like, once I got off stage, I usually use. I mean, I got the same set that I've been using.
Right.
So these jokes are not nothing new. I might put
Right.
them in a different order. I
I'll
might
say
add
this.
something behind it. Might put some in front of it. But pretty much they're the same jokes.
Yeah, but
And
I'm gonna say
they're-
they're
they-
gonna do that.
They aren't
They're
anybody's
gonna do
jokes.
that. But they're gonna do that though.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
when you
Bro, I've been
and
getting
you
a
know
different kind
what?
of age, bro. And I'll speak to me and your situation because that was too. And I'm glad you brought. Because you know we've been cool for so long.
Yeah.
So it's good. We on our podcast bringing.
Yeah.
this
On
shit
Miss
out.
Me After Dark.
Yeah,
I ain't know the name.
I
I miss
know,
me
Miss
after.
Me
I
After
forgot
Dark.
the name, so I try to
It's
play it
cool.
off.
We on Miss Me
Y'all,
After
y'all,
Dark.
y'all knew.
No,
y'all
Can I say
really
something,
pretty
though?
new in the
Can
game.
I say
so
my
this
thing,
is
though?
I just wanted to
Can
put
I-
it out there that he was
let
one
me
of the
say
rumor
that.
spreaders.
No, I wasn't a rumor spreader. He's speaking of one night. So and then the next time we just talked about that this weekend, personally, me and you. That ain't no rumor. Me and you as men talking, right? But I remember that night. So what I'll say about this is, what that night is, I wasn't even a year. I was probably a year in the game. We was at Dr. Martin Luther King Goodfellas at that spot
Yeah.
when they had
Yep,
that mic.
yep,
It
yep.
was like a third is or something.
And what'd you
Yeah,
hear?
that's what it is.
But-
What'd you
but
hear?
I
What'd you
will say
hear
this,
that
listen,
you repeated?
Let me say.
What'd
you
wait,
hear
let
that
him
you
say
repeated?
what
I ain't
he
wrong.
said.
You ain't
Let
gonna
him
want to
make
hear
his
this.
point.
All right, go ahead.
Because at the same time, it wasn't at that point when I said that day. When I said that day, it wasn't about what people heard. It was about what I heard.
Okay.
It's a joke you had. I heard from the internet.
Hold up. From the internet, what do you remember
I
the
don't
joke?
You want me to tell you the joke?
I want to hear the joke.
The whole what's the guy joke? The what you be saying? Shit, what the fuck? The little joke with it's a joke, man. With the like hallelujah or something.
I don't
It's-
have any
No,
hallelujah jokes.
it'll come to me by the end of the joint.
Can it come to
But
you
when
now?
I said it
That's
at that
why
point,
somebody
that's
said
what
they
I
don't even
said.
listen
At
to
that
other
point, it
comedians.
wasn't about what nobody else heard. I
Yeah.
said that because I didn't know you then.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't know nobody then, right?
Right.
That's a whole year, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Point
I'm
I'm
glad.
making.
I'm kind of glad you're
Yeah.
saying this
Yeah.
shit right now
Yeah.
on this show because we've been cool since.
Oh, big facts.
Yeah.
I
So-
fuck with you, bro.
That's
But
what
that's
that
the
was.
point of why
But
a
since
lot of
then,
comedians
I
say they
ain't
don't
tripped. I
listen.
don't talk behind your back. But when I came to you, I'm thinking you bringing it up from when we just talked this past weekend.
Oh no.
I was
know
talking
you
to you,
can't.
me and you. Like,
No, I know you can't say I stole no jokes or nothing this weekend or
Yeah,
really
yeah,
any other
or
time.
whatever it
But what I
was.
was telling Yolanda is there's the difference between having the same premise of a joke and having the same joke. Now, if we talking about God, that's the same
I'm
premise.
remember the joke. Now,
That's the same
It
premise.
was one,
Now,
bro.
if there's
Once I remember it,
a word for word,
want it to bother me
then
this
that's
whole
the
podcast.
same joke.
I'm gonna remember.
You won't remember it because it didn't happen. So you know what I'm saying? Like anybody else, it'll never come to you because it didn't happen. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna try to remember. You're gonna rack your brain. That smoke gonna come out your ears, and it's never gonna
See,
come.
I ain't trying to put
Okay,
it.
so
Now
listen.
he insulted.
Okay,
Now
so
he being
he
salty
just
because
said
I'm
Bro,
you
I
don't
fuck
get
with
high.
you.
Yo, he just
Let
said
me
he
come
with you,
said
bro.
no
Let me come
comedian.
with the joke.
I fuck with you.
Holier
Now,
thou, holier
remember
thou,
I
so from
said
this point, is that part
was an
smashed?
internet
With
what? Oh yeah,
Is that-
it's
yeah,
been
yeah.
smashed.
I'm
It's
okay.
been.
I'm
I
just
fuck
saying,
with
I'm
Chris.
But
glad
I think it was on your heart. It was fucking with you.
And
though.
that's why I'm
but
glad
I
it
told you
came
that
out.
before he
Yeah,
came here.
I'm
I
glad
said,
it came out.
I said it fucked with me
Yeah.
when all of them was saying that
But
shit.
see, I was a
because
he had
I was
his
a baby in the
no,
game.
no.
I didn't know nobody like that.
But he had his moment too.
Yeah.
We all have our moments
oh,
where
man,
they
I'd
do
have probably
that,
had worse
where they
moments.
do
I'd have
that
had
foul ass shit, where somebody would make up a bullshit ass rumor or some stupid shit,
Yeah, man.
and then they would take it and take a smaller thing and blow it up into some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Cause he had his moment too.
I've had,
Yeah.
a couple.
I've had my
a few, man.
moments
I've
as
had a few.
well.
Yeah.
I've
And
had
that's just the
situations
way
I
it goes.
regret
But
in
joke
this
stealing
time of the
is
game.
like the worst. Like that'll bury you. So
Shit,
what I
no, it
felt like,
won't. A lot
you know,
of
if
motherfuckers steal jokes.
a
All
motherfucker could
steal
tell me
jokes.
I'm gay before I steal jokes. I've
Shit,
heard
what?
hella shit. I've heard.
I don't know.
I've
I'm with
heard-
you when it comes to comment. I'm with you with
Yeah,
that
bro.
one, man.
Because
That's
what Erica Badu, what Erica Badu say?
Motherfuckers say you was gay. They say
Because
you
we know
was
what
Oh,
a
yes.
joke is, but that's still a joke. You can't come back from
Motherfucker
that.
said I was gay.
can't come
Motherfuckers
back
done
from
said
that.
I had
Yeah.
AIDS.
You can prove
Damn.
yourself.
Oh yes, yes.
God
Motherfucker done tried to
damn.
bury me. Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah,
No,
I
niggas
steal
be
jokes.
out
out there about
I'm-
trying to
I
bury
got
wrong.
AIDS
What the
and
fuck?
I
And that's
swear
how
to
niggas
God.
You
start
must
getting
be a
hella
funny.
cool.
I will give you your props though. You came to this motherfucker with the comedy shit, and I will say
Out his
you've
own-
been
out
moving
from
and
out of
shaking
town.
though. You've been doing a lot of shit in
appreciate
a
you.
little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? But I see how you pull up on people, how you not scared to talk to people, how you hold a conversation. You put yourself out there, so
Yeah.
people cannot be mad if you put yourself out there
Yeah.
to get these bookings, to get these opportunities, because
facts.
you doing the goddamn work. But
Facts.
some people would never do nothing. They will
gotta
always
grow.
stay in that miserable
Yeah, he
lane
be growing. I
and
be
doing the
seeing him
same
growing.
stages,
Like
fighting
you
for the same spots.
Yeah.
Not going on motherfucking where doing the same shit
Stagnant.
10 years from
That's
now.
called being
you said
stagnant.
earlier.
So,
like you said earlier.
They're gonna talk shit. So if you don't want a motherfucker to talk shit, then you in the wrong game.
Like you
I'm
said
just here
earlier,
to tell
you be
you.
doing me. I'm just like you. I do the same. Like I said, I'll be 3 years in August. I've been doing
They
most
be
of the
giving
same.
you
I've been
shit, too.
Oh well, that's on a different level because they see what I was doing with the producing shit.
Yeah,
you know what
with
I'm
the-
saying?
with the
so
bus
niggas was
thing,
hating when I
yeah.
started doing, like proving what I was doing. Everything I said I was gonna do, I did. You know what I'm saying?
It's a part of the game, period. Though.
But like when it come when like what you talking about, like doing the same jokes,
Yeah.
that's what we supposed to do, man. My wife told me, man. She ain't no
What?
comedian. She said Kevin Hart did the same shit. I don't know where she learned it, but
It's
he
his-
did
it's
the
his
same
set.
shit for 4 years before he.
Steve
you
Harvey
dig what I mean? So
did the same shit.
I be
no,
on
what
myself
to
you're
about
get
doing.
supposed to do is perfect your
That's
set.
what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's what my point is. You've been perfecting
But
your
you
stage
constantly-
presence.
yeah.
You be doing the same shit, but it get better. You did this dope ass ATM joke this past weekend, wherever.
I don't know
we
if you
was at
heard my
Treasures.
AT. Yes.
Yeah, that
and
motherfucker
I
was
just
hard.
wrote that
I rock
about
around.
2
I'm glad
years
you
ago.
said that shit, man. That week squash, you know, I don't want nobody had no. Hey, bring that shit to the
No,
forefront.
no.
I done,
Yeah,
I done
and
cut
you know I
niggas
will.
off, man.
Every nigga who
I'm
said,
cool. It's certain people I fuck with.
I'm gonna tell you something. Every nigga who I heard said I stole a joke. I came to their face because I'm a man, bro. Before anything.
But I said, did I say it to your face though? When I said it though,
Well, yeah.
think
you-
about the people who say this shit behind your back.
I
I
know that.
I did, but I was a baby in the game.
Yeah, and you didn't know no better.
I ain't know nobody.
Both of
I
y'all
ain't know
still
nobody. I
babies
ain't gonna
in
say
the
no. I ain't
game.
know no better. I ain't know nobody like that. To
Yeah.
Both of
have
y'all
an
still
opinion
babies
or
in the
feeling
game.
for nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But once I heard a nigga saying that, I would approach that nigga in his face and be like, "What joke I steal?" And they said the same thing
But
you
you
said.
know you cannot
Oh,
be letting shit
I'm gonna let
bother
it
you.
They'll
go.
say,
I'ma
"I just
let it go."
heard.
Even if I think
Yeah,
about,
you
it,
can't
I'm gonna
let
let it go.
shit
They'll say,
bother
"I just
you.
heard. I just heard."
It is.
Like, nigga, you heard what?
You gotta
Nigga.
get a tougher skin. You gonna have to bake in the sun because right now you being very light skinned.
But
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
You know
though.
what I'm saying?
This
I
our-
know.
What did
But you
Erica Badu
can't,
say?
like-
This our craft, and we what?
We're
We
sensitive about our
that. That
shit,
shit real,
but
though.
Hey, that shit is
cannot
real.
let-
No, that shit real.
But
I'm a
if you
barber
what you
too.
saying real too, though.
But you cannot let the haters and all. You supposed to embrace that shit and then body it and suck it
Especially
in
you ain't- and
push
you
it
been
back
doing-
out
you been
as
doing
power.
that.
Yeah,
You
you
been
can't
doing that,
because
bro.
if you let that shit bother you, they gonna keep coming
Well,
with
I ain't
more
gonna say
shit
it,
to bother you.
it bothers me now. It
I'm glad you
bothered
brought that
me
shit
in
out
the
to me,
beginning
'cause we
because
tapped in for a
I
minute.
didn't know no better. And I just
Right.
thought that niggas wasn't liking me. Like, you know, I had to feel the need to go across the street and ask the nigga, like, bro, why do you not like me?
Niggas be just-
And Michael
Shit,
Collier and
I wish
Jesse,
the fuck I would.
Michael Collier and
Fuck you,
Gary
and I don't
Owen,
give a fuck if you like me or
See,
not.
but you been in the
Kiss my
game.
ass. I
you've
know,
been in the
but
game longer.
I think
I wasn't here
I
like
understand
that.
because when I first came in the game, it was a bunch of females.
Sorry
Females
for
do
my
it the
shades,
best.
y'all.
Females do it the best. So I get it.
So
But
I
I
just
never
wanted to
asked no motherfucker why they didn't like me. I never gave a fuck.
Well, I didn't ask niggas why they didn't like me.
I don't give a fuck. fuck you.
I
peek-
wanted
you
to
just
know. And I wanted to ask niggas, to their face, the niggas who I heard that was
They
talking
never
that
gonna
shit.
tell you the truth.
They're not.
They gonna
And
say,
that-
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're cool.
And to me, that's soft shit. Because if
Yeah.
I said something behind your back, I'm a grown ass man. I was raised on different morals. I'm gonna tell you to your face
Right.
first, and then I'll go behind your back and tell everybody else because I would know it's true.
Let's
Right.
make sure
I'm
we
not
know,
going to, you know what I'm saying?
Chris
Like I was
Webster
just
said
raised
shit
on different
to the wrong
morals.
face.
Right.
Yeah.
You were shit, but we all different, raised on
Chris
different.
Webster said
we could
shit
be
to
raised
wrong
in
face.
the same motherfucking house and still be raised on different.
Yeah,
morals.
no, that's a straight fact.
Yeah.
I got a brother, and me and his principles are night and day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He a cool dude, but he's just not right for me for this season.
Right.
Which is what we talked about.
got one
that's
too.
It
your
don't make him a
season.
bad
Nah,
person.
that's your
You just
season.
not right for me.
Right. I'm trying to grow. You stagnant, or
Exactly.
whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So, Chris, tell us about you.
About me, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what you gotta have a question. What,
Okay.
Not
So
no
who are you?
crazy shit.
So who are you? First of all,
He
no,
said you gotta have a
seriously.
question.
Because
I
okay,
get brain. I have
Rome
a brain.
and I are single. Well,
Yeah.
what's your relationship status?
Oh, I'm married
It's
to a
down the
very
steps.
beautiful woman.
And to the right.
Oh, you said
Go
what?
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm married. I'm married to a very beautiful woman. She, I got 3 children. You know,
Okay.
and we doing what we can, black couple,
Black
surviving
love.
in
Shout out
America,
for black love, baby.
you
It
know,
is
shout out.
blessed. It's the
There it
goal.
is.
It's
I
the
hit-
goal
I hit
for a lot of people. So, you said you've been doing comedy 3 years.
In
So
August.
in August.
17th.
So 2 years. Okay, 3 basically.
Going
A
on.
couple of months
Going
or
on.
whatever. Then it'll be your comedic birthday. So how
Yeah.
did you get into comedy? We talked around. We found out how you got into comedy. What made you jump off into this beautiful cesspool that we call comedy?
Oh, this is exclusive. So I'll keep it short too because so like I go back, man. So one I say my mom, my wife, they my biggest fans, right? So I told my mom recently, probably like a few months ago, that I probably wouldn't be doing this shit if it wasn't for her. So I remember being 6, 7 years old, first grade age, you know what I'm saying? Watching Def Jam and all that shit with
What's
her.
up,
I don't
Preston?
remember watching Comic View and all.
What's
I mean,
up,
I don't remember
Caroline?
watching Sesame Street. So boom,
Doo-doo.
going to school. I'm going to Webster Grove, white school, just saying these jokes. Boom, 11 years old, I recorded myself doing a bit, So it kind of was in me at a young age. 21 came around. I mean, I was about 21. Went to Nick's Pub over there off Hampton and Manchester. And I saw open mic. I didn't know what it was. I just was, in the crowd. Like,
building.
oh shit, people. But I knew they were just practicing. I was like, oh shit. So I started writing jokes after that, and then just life. But what happened in college? That was college. I was in college at that time. I started to want to be entertainment, got music like a so. I used to say Diddy, man. I can't say I used to be one like a, you know what I'm saying. I can't say that no more. But
Why
like
not?
Diddy,
Diddy still
I used to
cold.
want, like the business Diddy,
the
the
word,
business
though.
Diddy, not the freaky Diddy.
Yeah.
I was trying to be
Not
like
the diddler, but Diddy.
not the dealer, but
diddler.
Puff Daddy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it like So Def was Jermaine Dupri, Russell
Yeah.
Simmons. I wanted to be like that
Production.
business mind behind
Yeah.
the music business. So it was strictly business, and that shit just ate on me for 17 years. So what happened was my partner Darnell, shout out Darnell Connors, a lot of y'all might know him from Helium. He started working at Helium. Shit, but that was like 2021, I think. And 2 weeks later, I started working there. And it was just, to me, I feel like it was like the universe, God putting everything back in my path. So once I started working there, after a year, I ran into Michael Collier. I was just serving at the
Michael
time.
Collier's just out here showing
Michael
love.
Collier is a big part of my story because he told me that, so basically, yeah, so one night he was there. I was serving. It was like in January, February 2022. And I was like, hey, man, I'm a big fan, blah, blah, blah. He invited me to drinks. And a few of us servers and ushers just kind of went, right? And I was telling him that night, I was like, hey, man, I always want to do comedy, man. I've been saying, because I've been working there, seeing open mics, working all that shit. I was like, hey, I'm gonna get up there one day. And that nigga stopped me mid-conversation. Like, and this is always the most meaningful thing. When I did career days as a comedy just recently at these couple schools, that was my main thing because he told me it changed my life. He's like, stop saying one day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Today is the day.
Pick a day today or pick a day, create a vision
Do
board.
both of y'all know his story? His
I know
story
his
is
story crazy.
amazing.
He a legend.
His story amazing.
He got an amazing
I've
story.
been to his house.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's what's
his
up.
wife and my mom have the same name.
Oh, really?
They're both Sonya.
That's why he's so
Oh,
humble. His
okay, yeah.
story is.
No, he a
is
real
Oh
one.
yeah, well he
a
started
real
off
one.
as
Yeah, he
a
real
very
one.
ratchet man.
He damn like
Yeah, he
a
just
Richard
been
Pryor,
through
like
life.
now
He's
he's
just been through life and he forever grateful. He just a dope dude.
somebody
And
got the
I've
same
met so
story.
many people, I can't
Samuel
believe it.
Jackson
Yeah.
Richard Pryor
has
too.
the same story.
Damn near
Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah,
Where they were
because
hooked
his-
on
Yeah,
drugs.
because his wife's still with him too.
Turned his life around and
They
you know
got
what I'm
some
saying?
good women in their life too.
Oh yeah, and I mean
'Cause
that's
I'd
gonna
have
be
been like adios. No, I'm just joking.
that's gonna be like 50% of it.
Well, she can't.
Yeah.
Sonya, his Michael Collins, they only been married for like
Yeah,
a couple
I
years,
know.
but like,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
I mean,
his story is like
Samuel
Richard
Jackson.
Pryor's, that
Yeah.
drug Samuel Jackson.
But to
Yeah.
be honest, man, who you surround yourself with, bro, is gonna have a big impact on the life that you live. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Obviously, eagles soar with eagles.
Right.
Pigeons soar with pigeons.
Right.
So, like, if you gonna be a pigeon, you can't soar with eagles.
Right.
So that's how he taught me to differentiate the two people. The people who will talk about you and will hate on you, those are pigeons. But if you're an eagle, obviously they can't soar to the altitude
Right.
that you're
and
going.
they're going to talk shit. They're going to talk
It's part of the
pigeon shit.
game.
Yeah.
But I
mean,
didn't know that until I was seasoned. So
Okay,
now,
you're not
5 years
seasoned
in,
yet. You're
You ain't
getting
see- you too
seasoned.
light-skinned.
You only
I would
been
say
in it
5
3
years.
You ain't
years.
got no Larrys
Five.
or nothing,
I'm
man.
five.
I
you
don't-
five
This is my
years
5th
in.
year.
Okay, but I always say, but this what I always say
I'm
about
seasoning.
comedy. But this what I
He
always
on some
say about
light-skinned, dark
comedy.
skin.
That's what I was on.
What's
That
up?
nigga older than me in the game. I was
But this
just
what
like,
I always say about comedy. It's a labor of love because you gotta love it to endure all the shit that you go through. And then if you
Man.
choose that lane, if you choose stand-up
Yeah.
comedy, and that's your lane, you're going to be standing up to the day you die. You're gonna
Yeah.
be standing up on that mic to the day you die. So it's a lot that come with that. That's why
And it's a love and
I
hate
try
I ain't stopped
relationship.
since that
Get
day. I said
in
that
so
night.
many different lanes with it because I know.
Well, at
I
one
don't
point
wanna
in time,
do it.
I really wanted to quit, like, because it was getting so much on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I want to be liked so bad. You know what I'm
Do you?
saying?
Why?
I do because
man,
I'm gonna tell
fuck
you why.
that shit.
Because
What the
I've,
fuck?
I've
you
been
from out of
I'm gonna tell
town.
you why. Because I've been
You came
liked.
from out of town.
Hey, you
dog.
were like that in high
Hold on.
school, weren't
I
you?
was liked my whole life, and so I was like doing football, doing track,
And that's
as a
crazy.
coach, as
And
a
you like
barber,
that shit.
and so everybody likes me with what I do. So once I started doing this comedy shit, and I know I didn't do nothing to nobody, and people started disliking me, it
That's
was
life.
like.
Well, that's the difference.
It was
though.
like, damn, this the first time in life that
you
I
saying-
haven't
You
been.
saying that
What's
wrong.
up,
You get what I'm saying? This
You
the first
saying
time in
that
life that I have not been liked, and so it was like, damn.
But how
It
the
ain't that
fuck
you
are
like
you
being
mad?
liked. It's that you used to doing what you do.
And
people
being liked.
appreciate-
And getting notoriety
But you, how
for
you
it,
came
but
off?
no.
You came off like, oh, I like to be liked. I be on my kids about that. Like, don't give a fuck what nobody like. One of my daughters, she get mad. She recently got mad at her little cousin, right? Because she don't like something she's into.
Yeah.
Like, it don't matter. Like,
And I think
life
another-
ain't nobody gonna like what you
And I-
like.
and I understand that.
everybody
Or
is
like
gonna
you.
like everything
Trust me,
you
But
I
do.
really
I
do-
get what you're saying.
I do
now,
understand
but
that.
It came off different.
But the person who I came out with doing comedy, y'all know his name, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say it.
I
But the
don't.
person,
I
we
do.
ain't
Well,
got
the-
talking now. You
we'll
tell me
talk
later.
about
so
it
the
later.
person that I came out with, he wasn't liked by anybody.
Right.
And so me coming new, I didn't know none of this.
interesting. I'm
And
curious
so I started to be with him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm guilty by what?
Association.
Association.
sure.
And the whole
Shit,
time,
for sure.
I'm not knowing that he's not liked.
Right.
And so I see people, everybody shake his hand, everybody talk to him, but then like behind his back, they'll say something different. And I'm like,
Mm.
what the fuck? You just shook his hand and had a whole conversation. And so it started to
Like,
mind
fuck with
fuck
you.
me.
Like, yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
damn, is this how it is? And so once, me and this person like kind of we deviated
Mm.
our ways. They started treating me the exact same way that they treated him.
Yeah.
And so I understood now.
That's life.
This
It's
is
definitely
just
already
how it
said
is.
that.
Too, shit.
Nah, that's life. You are if you get pulled over by the police, you got a murderer in the car
nigga
and you a
alive.
saint, they gonna think you a murderer too. Cause you in the
Exactly.
car with a murderer. If you not a murderer, why the fuck
You are
you with a
guilty
murderer?
by association.
Right. So
But whole time, I'm not knowing what he did to people. I'm not knowing if he a bad businessman. I'm not knowing
Damn,
if he
I'm so
whooped
curious.
somebody's ass. I'm not knowing if he talk shit about people. I'm not knowing why they don't like this man.
But
After
was he a
I
good
got-
friend to you?
To me,
That's
yes.
all that matters.
Yes, he
That's
was.
all that matters.
He was, and people was in my ear like, man,
No,
why
fuck
you
that.
fuck with
That's
that dude?
all that matter.
And to me, I was just like, I'm not gonna help you hate somebody that didn't do nothing to me.
If he was a good friend to you, that's all that fucking
Yes.
matter. None of the other shit matter what nobody thought about him.
He was a
'Cause
good friend to me
to
until
you.
I got good.
Oh.
And
well,
then when I got
and then
good,
you
it looked
saw
like competition. And it
Yeah.
was like, now you won't put me on shows. You won't talk to me. You won't return my texts.
But I think he gave you game, honestly, though.
Oh,
He said,
yes.
why don't you do your own shit?
yes.
Do your own shit. Like
Yeah.
sometimes we might not get what we want to hear, but we get what we need to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's what you needed to hear.
Yes.
Because you don't want nobody carrying you your whole
Facts.
But you know what I'm saying?
But that's all I knew when I
Right.
first came in. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all I knew, bro. I didn't know nothing else.
yeah.
And so what I
But
do
you gotta
notice,
learn. That's the thing too that people don't do. You gotta learn the game that you choose
Yes.
to jump into. You can't just. Some people just jump in, and you did just jump in.
I did just
And
jump
that's
in.
cool.
I did.
Though, I don't think it's the game. It's
No,
the
it ain't just St. Louis. Cause if you go in any city, they got the same. They saying the same thing.
always-
They got the
Yeah.
same.
It's gonna be.
They got the same conversation we having right here.
Yeah.
It's just business and the game, and it's cutthroat. And you.
Well, what I'm gonna tell you, the most beneficial information that Gary Owen told me. Y'all know the white comedian, right?
Yeah.
The most beneficial information he told me, he said, man, when you get anywhere, what people gonna do, they gonna see one person with success and they're gonna try to follow their path.
Ain't
So
nothing
what you
wrong
gotta
with that
do,
either.
are you listening?
No, I'm a woman.
You need to listen.
Women don't listen.
So
to y'all.
what Gary Owen told me, and this was the most beneficial information I learned as being a comedian, the most, and I'll never forget this. He said when you get to any city, there's gonna be one chief, and that's gonna be the nigga who's, he's successful. What
Right.
everybody gonna do is follow his path. All right, they're gonna try to follow his path, not knowing you got to create your own path.
Right.
Because everybody's path is different. You can have 1,500 motherfuckers, but it's going to be 1,500 different paths.
Who you think the chief is in St. Louis? Because I don't think St. Louis got one chief.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why
Yeah.
St. Louis don't got no chief. Because don't nobody respect nothing. My chief in St. Louis, and this is just hands down, it's going to be Jesse Taylor.
Okay.
That'll
Jesse
be
a
that'll
beast. I love Jesse.
that'll be
Shout out to Jesse.
Yeah, shout out to
That's
Jesse.
my broski.
Shout out Jesse
that'll
Taylor.
be my chief. I'm not gonna follow his path, but Jesse never told me nothing wrong. He put
Yeah,
me
he
on
a solid
shows.
dude.
He's never gave me no misfit information. All the people who I talked
That's
to you
a good
about
word.
tonight,
Misfit. That's
Right.
a good word.
all
That
the
mean
all the
they
people who
got-
I talked to you about
Who
tonight,
just bullshit,
I've talked to him
like-
about the same
I
people,
know what he meant when he said
and he
Well, I
gives me
respect the fact
beneficial
that you-
information.
Yep.
You know what I'm
I've got
saying?
it from him,
As
too.
to how to move, how to and how to just move and
He
groove.
taught me a dope way when I was in a point where I
So
was
shout out
slump
Jesse
about-
Taylor,
Yeah,
man.
shout
Yeah,
out
shout
Jesse
out to
Taylor. Like
Jesse.
he
I
gave
fuck
me
with
some
Jesse.
good
He a
advice
real
on,
nigga, bro.
on how he write his jokes and shit, and it kind of helped me in a moment where I was like, damn, man, I'm in a slump. I need to get better at writing, and he showed me his little
Okay,
techniques,
so shout out
yeah.
to Jesse.
Shout out Jesse
Yeah.
And shout out to y'all for being so
So that'll be my
transparent.
St. Louis mentor.
But I want y'all to listen to something. I want y'all opinion on this.
Okay.
Oh shit, they finna make me do all that. If I had to do all that, I ain't finna do it. I'm not signing in. Sorry, Ian. No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
I fuck with him. So any shows that he got, we just came from Springfield, Missouri. He had another show in Tennessee I wasn't able to come to, but he invited me there. So he's not afraid of competition. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he feels like he's better than me. You know what I'm saying? Other comedians, I can't say their names. Jesse's my brother.
Bad.
He's my brother, so I can say his name. Other comedians, they won't put
And
me
that's
on no
another
shows.
thing
Hey,
too.
man, this one. Can I
That's
say
another
something?
They're
thing.
not gonna
People
put me on no
don't-
shows.
People don't understand how. I want to say that you have to respect the elders in the
You do.
game and the people who've been there. The comedians in St. Louis, and I don't know if it's like this in other places because I'm saying what I know to be facts. You come in the gate and you don't have respect for the people that's already done it before you. Vice versa, I could say some of the comedians that's been doing it don't feel like they really want to work with any of the up and coming comedians, and that's stupid because we all have to work together. That's one thing I never have done. I always will work with the new comedians or whatever. But I do understand why, because it is a total lack of respect there.
Yeah.
It's a lack of respect on both ends.
It's an individual. So like he was saying, he mentioned one person, right? But there's a number of people, and for me personally, I've gotten a gym or two, and the fact that they want to give you a gym or two after they seen you. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I've gotten gyms from Jesse Taylor before he really seen me.
Right.
But the fact that they want to give you a gym, they rock with you.
Right.
So if they don't
They'll
rock
give
with
those.
you, it's something you probably did. I
Or
come out of nowhere.
said.
Like I said, I'm 2.5 years in the game.
Right.
I done got gyms. I done opened up. I done did work with everybody. Jesse Taylor, Darius Bradford, Lavelle Crawford. Who else? St. Louis.
I think
all
it's
the
people
top
that
names.
y'all don't even know.
I mean,
was
Arvin
from this
Mitchell on the phone
motherfucker
right
that's
now.
from
Like
here.
it's like people rock with you if you the good person. So it's a lot of people who that infant class that 7 years and younger who
It's
think
people
they
that
got it
just
all
came in the
and they
game
come off
that
wrong
ain't
with
clapping
it.
at a
Exactly.
motherfucking concert, ain't said shit
And
funny.
then, yeah, you gotta
I
be
can't
funny.
even get a
Won't
chuckle.
share a
I
flyer.
can't even get a
Yeah,
chuckle
yeah.
out these
They-
motherfuckers.
they
gotta be
But
funny
then
first.
they want to get paid.
Yeah,
they
you gotta
got
be-
cute shit to say.
They
They
won't
coming out
share
their
a
mouth.
flyer.
Everybody, I
You
respect
know,
all the
like,
OGs and rocking with me,
What
man.
the fuck?
Nigga,
Shut
it's
the
a
fuck
flyer. You
up.
can't share my
Willie
flyer.
Lynch, Willie Lynch Jr., Darius Bradford, like it's all the OGs in the game. I don't care what their things is. If anything, the OGs have more problems. Willie C, I'm cool with everybody. I'll name Marvin Davis. Some of these names you might say I won't, but they've been doing it 15 years plus,
No,
right?
shit.
So they might have their personal things, but they'll rock with you if you're not coming off wrong. Like I said, man, I done fell out with people who, oh yeah, that's why they don't rock with you. So I see why you.
Well,
always
comedy
talking
ain't
stuff
all
about
funny.
them.
It
You know
is
what I
half
mean?
business, bro.
No,
Yeah,
my
and
thing is,
relationship and
people
personality
don't
and-
understand who
yeah.
comedians truly
So
are
I
because
rock with every
Behind
we
the
are
com-
the-
behind the
because
comedian, we
people
still
think that
people.
we
I rock
supposed
with.
to be like every 2 seconds cracking jokes, funny, haha, and that shit. We real motherfucking people,
Yes.
and we're
And
different.
we are Jones.
And
I
we
done sat in
different
Jones
type.
with everyone.
We are different type
Because
of
we
people.
think with the realistic side of
You
our
know?
brain. And anybody who is real with their brain, anybody who thinks real, it causes the other person
Yeah.
to, you know,
take a realistic look at themselves.
and a lot of people, if you're a person of truth, people not gonna like you like that because
Exactly.
it causes
That's
the
real
other
talk. I know.
it causes the other person to have to look at themselves, and a lot of motherfuckers don't like themselves. To be honest, that's a real fact. So shit,
They really don't.
I'm a person of truth. You know what I'm saying? And so like I know you see a lot of my Facebook posts. Yeah, it might come off fucked up. It might come off
I
fucked
know
up.
mine do. I don't give a fuck.
It might come off fucked
I
up,
keep saying
but
I don't
it's
give
the
a fuck.
truth. Nobody never said you a liar. Motherfuckers be like, you a woman basher, or you a hater, you this, you that. But nobody never
just
said,
think it's
bro, you
your
a liar.
truth.
It's
I
the
always
truth.
tell
That's
people
what
on
it's
my
supposed- that's
page.
what comedy supposed
I
to
just
be
tell
about,
people
man.
on my page,
Especially at our
it's
age.
my page, it's my truth.
So if you don't
don't
want to read
like
it, block me.
get the fuck on.
But they
Jump
won't
off a
block
cliff,
you.
nigga.
They won't block you,
Because
and they won't
like
stop
it.
reading it.
They don't want to.
Yes, I know they
love
don't,
it.
and
They
that's the
love
crazy thing.
it. They love it.
Even the
Okay.
even family that hate, niggas that hate, they never gonna block you
Everybody's
because
gonna-
they want to
somebody's
keep
gonna
a
hate.
tab on your progress. You get what I'm saying?
I got a question. So what if this happened to you? What if this happened to either one of y'all? This a crazy situation.
It don't matter, man.
You can't. What
Vibe,
happened?
man. This ain't no damn
You-
kickball, nigga.
What's going on with your phone?
My shit janky. I need to know.
Okay.
Verizon, hit me up, baby.
When you jump out like you finna throw a kick or something, I'm trying to see. I ain't worried about that kick. I'm worried about his ass. Look at me, homie. I cut my hair not too long ago. My name Legend. They call me New York. I know who the fuck you are, nigga. I know who the fuck you are, nigga.
After the
That don't
video,
mean shit to
explain
me.
to us what happened.
This is my motherfucking woman. This is my house. You see this picture still here? It's my mama and my aunt, nigga. Everything in here, me, nigga. Rick Legend, Master, Chief, motherfucker, 6-star, concrete motherfucking general. Everything in here, Rick, me, nigga. You prepared to die for that pussy? I am. So get the fuck up out of here. Fuck you. Fuck your child, nigga. I'll bury you in that motherfucker. Now what you gonna do? I'm with it, nigga. I'm a goon. I'm giving you a pass. Get the fuck up off my motherfucking house. Me and my woman going through some shit. We going through some shit. With your weird ass, you gonna get the fuck up off my house. This is an alpha male right here, nigga. This is an alpha male. Learn me. I'm from the streets of Harlem, New York City. I'm gonna kill you with your mom. Get your shit and get the fuck up out of here. Cause when I come back, you better be gone.
Damn.
All right, so ask the question.
So, what would you do in that situation?
Okay, so the situation is the old nigga came into the house
And
while
it
the
was
new nigga was there.
Right. And
Okay.
that's what he said. But his pictures
So-
on the wall, I think he got a kid or two there or something. But
Okay.
they broken up.
So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna tell you the way my dad told me, a emotional nigga is a dangerous nigga.
Okay.
All right, that's number one. Me personally, I'm leaving because I don't know this man's temperament. This ain't got nothing to do with no soft shit. This got something to do with getting back to your home with your children.
Right.
All right, because obviously he's emotional and he's not thinking logically. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
He
not
said he
going.
ready to die for the pussy.
And I'm not. So
I'm
wait on the next nigga to get here and kill him. I'm not fighting for no bitch and no pussy. That's me personally. If your ex-man
That's
come,
wild.
if your ex-man come in this house while I'm fucking you, I'm putting my shoes on and I'm leaving. I'm not fighting him. I'm not going to no pocket for no gun. I'm not doing none of that. You got her. And that's the bottom line with me. I'm not getting ready to put myself in a precarious situation behind no pussy. I'm not dying for no pussy. I'm not arguing for no pussy. And I'm not fighting for no pussy.
Okay. So
Not even
Chris,
your wife. Have you
now
ever been married?
Chris, that's what I'm finna ask
Well, no,
you.
and then
now
I got
you
another,
the
I got
I've never
another
been
question,
married.
too.
Wait, so you the husband, so you the other guy.
Break down the
Would
thing.
you
though.
do that?
I still don't understand.
Okay,
I'm
so
missing
he
the dynamic.
came in the
Who
house.
is- I forget. I'm missing
The
which
one
man
that
is
was
which.
like, nigga, I die for the pussy.
So the man at the home
that's
with the
who,
woman.
That's who
he's the
was.
new dude.
That was the
So
ex.
he's a new dude.
No, that's the ex.
The nigga that was laying in the house is the new nigga.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
was
that's
talking?
the new one. The
The ex.
And he-
With the
and
pictures
he's
on the
at
wall.
door.
No, he's in
He's
the
in
house.
the house.
So he's at the house with the woman.
He's no okay.
He came
the
in,
woman?
nigga. So the
That's
new
what I'm
nigga,
saying. I
the
think
new
he's
nigga is
out.
at the crib. The old nigga broke in and went to the bed where they was at.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
But okay,
So
he said that's his wife. They were together,
Okay, I got
but
you.
they were broken up.
In
He
his
said,
house.
"Me and
He
my
probably
woman
like it's
going
his
through
house.
some shit,
Okay, I got
but
you.
that's fine. But you need to get the fuck up out of here because I'm willing to die for this
See,
pussy."
I don't like to speak on shit for my situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, put evil. You know what I'm saying? I like speaking positivity, but
No, we speaking on
hypothetically,
this.
Hypothetically, you came in your crib and a nigga was in your bed.
Yeah, I get it now.
Then what?
So, man, like one, damn, 'cause like I finally know the dynamics of what happened.
You don't know,
No, I like what you just broke down. Who was doing what? Like,
right?
She.
So
at
you the guy
She at the
coming
crib
in.
they used to be at with a new guy, and
Yeah.
then
So what do you
come
do?
back. I'm probably gonna do the same shit he was on.
Okay, so to me, that's a tender heart.
You've never
know what I'm
been
saying?
you've never been married, bro.
I've loved somebody. I ain't never been married.
This nigga.
But if I came
That's
home,
your house, your home. You're
y'all's
married.
home.
You're first of all, listen, man. Marriage is different. First of all, you've been in love, right?
Yeah.
Have you been cheated on?
I haven't. Well, not that I know of. I probably have.
I have.
I'm the same way too. I'm
Yeah.
the same way too.
I probably
right?
have.
For the
I
most,
don't
yeah,
know.
For the most, yeah, maybe young
Okay.
stuff that don't matter.
Yeah.
So
What would
you
you do?
married, you have children. This is your home. It's
Your
really
crib.
your house. You left as a man, whatever y'all was dealing with,
Yeah.
to be like, hey, because when you do that, 1st of all, you making sure the family's straight. You like, you stay at the house. I'll go stay at Motel 6, right?
Right.
She, yeah, whatever. Like, find a little moment to boom,
We gonna
find
get
somebody.
some, you know, a little penis, whatever.
It ain't even about emotion, bro. That's respect. That's all kind. Y'all ain't divorced yet.
Yeah.
Y'all, like he said, y'all going through some stuff.
But I
That's,
feel
that's
like
a
you should
different
be
level.
But
talking
if
to
she's
her.
comfortable enough,
Right. Talk
if
to
she's
her.
comfortable
Get
enough to
this
bring
nigga
this man to the
now,
bed,
outta
there,
here.
That's true.
That's-
I wouldn't be
that's
going
the
back and
second-
forth
that's
because
With
you
no
don't know where
man.
this
Yeah, the
nigga
back and
at.
forth. The back
yeah,
and
this
forth.
is your
The back and
woman.
forth, I
This
would-
is who
I
you
would-
gotta
I
talk
would
to.
be like-
Right.
You don't threaten this man.
Right.
You gotta
Yeah.
threaten your
See, I didn't hear
bitch.
no threatens or nothing. But
Shit,
I-
He
nigga
said,
said, get
"I'm
the
willing
fuck
to
up
die
out
for
of here.
this
I'm
pussy."
finna die for this
house.
pussy.
He said, "I'm willing to die for
Well,
this pussy."
Okay.
No,
Then let me
the
say my
man
thing
said
because
the
now I'm
ex-
finna equate where the women part come in. I'll equate it to that too. So for me, first of all, I'll be like, hey, cause it is always the person you dealing with, right? Vice versa, men, women. You got to get on that person aside from the person that's there. They just there. They don't know what's going on. You could have lied, saying, boom, hey, brother, bye. Can you dip? Now, when they become disrespectful, that's
He ain't
different.
said the other dude ain't said a fucking word.
No,
No, I'm just saying. I'm
Nah,
speaking a
shit.
different kind of. I'm not saying what
Right.
I'm saying like
He was
I'm saying,
respectful.
if
Without
it was
saying a
me,
word,
if
how
it
much
was
more
me,
respectful
if it was
can
me,
you be?
whether I broke in or not, I'd be like, hey man, hey, this is my like he said some good stuff, and maybe that's what I was tripping on.
He
Hey,
did.
we going through some stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, she probably wanted. Hey, you mind if you just dip real
And they
quick?
body
And if he
language was
dip, boom,
aggressive.
and then you had a conversation. But it sounded like he was pushing up. Now, if you now think about this. Put this in perspective. And this as men, and you can.
You got her.
You
like,
in a
so
situation
you, know you
where you
wrap
just
it up,
on a
motherfucker.
you in some random shit real quick with a chick. Yeah, now you learn she's really dealing with some shit. How you really gonna stick around, or you just gonna dip out real quick? Oh, yeah, this ain't really, this
Motherfucker,
ain't
I'm
no
gonna
way.
dip out.
Are you gonna stand
Because
up?
she.
So it sounded like he was trying to go back and forth. All
Well,
we hearing
it
is his
sound-
point.
No,
It-
dude
no,
didn't say nothing.
he didn't say one
But
word.
why was he still there?
He
to
was
say
just
that?
standing there.
He
while
was
dude
there because the
just-
nigga broke
Oh, it's
in.
a video. I ain't seen
Yeah.
it. I gotta see that
Yeah.
video. I
And you
just
can
heard
hear it though.
voices.
Yeah,
Oh, shit. I
nigga,
gotta see
she
the
just
context.
played it. So if that girl not fighting for you, why you fighting for her?
And plus,
you-
they already got a
that's different.
situation.
You
This
tripping. Like I said,
motherfucker
you
might
ain't
kill
never been
everybody.
married.
in
I
this
ain't never
bitch.
been married.
It's a
but
difference,
I'm just,
bro. It's
I'm
a
just
difference.
asking.
Especially when you going through if you end up going through things,
Right.
in the, bro. It's
This
it's
little
things.
hour- But
if you
a
would
woman
just-
fuck up, you might be the one to fuck up. You still, if you was in a marriage and you was the one to be in, if the man was in them shoes, right, and the
Yeah.
woman was there and your woman come,
Right.
would you want to be like? Obviously,
Okay.
whatever happened between how she deal with, like we saying,
I
deal with
would-
the woman or deal with me, would you want to be like?
I would want to be like,
Especially if you still like love her still. You just
no,
fucked
I
up.
would want to
Well,
be
she
like,
in there
if you
fucking.
really
It's a-
loved
marriage
her,
is different,
Okay,
bro.
let me tell you, if you really loved her, you would love her enough to let her be happy. And if she's happier,
That mean
even
it's
with another
over.
man, then
Like
that
said,
means you
we're
really
going
love her.
through things.
You get what
CeeLo
I'm
said
saying?
she knew that man was like that. This is how women get men hurt.
When you
Okay.
going through-
Yeah, that's a
we can
fact.
change it. We
That's
can
true.
switch it up.
So, I guess we gotta wrap it up. When this man started pacing the floor,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
facts.
it's
Yeah,
like
the
he
shirt
put
off.
shit
Yeah,
in book bags.
so
and
in
he gonna start
conclusion,
shaking keys in a
if-
second.
if
I already
I-
know how this routine
I
goes.
got you. But if I
Mm-hmm.
loved the girl, I wouldn't give a fuck if she cheating, dating other
run
niggas,
this
back.
whatever.
There
I
We gonna set up
I
one
got
night,
you.
and I want Rome to come with.
Yeah.
I would love her enough to let her be happy.
Y'all
And
can
if she's
always
happier, getting fucked by another dude, I love
Damn,
her.
that's so
I
aggressive.
want her to be
I
happy.
could have been watching TV or something.
I'm not gonna come in and interrupt.
I know.
People go through vulnerable situations, man.
So let that
That's
woman
what I
be
mean.
happy.
That's not being
Don't
happy.
confront
That's
that man.
It's the difference between vulnerable and happy, bro.
So,
She's happy,
And
vulnerable.
get back.
so
So
we
get
gonna
back,
have
get
to
back, get back.
situation.
We
don't
gonna
know
have
what
to-
he
we gonna have to
did.
continue
Yeah,
this.
we gonna
Okay,
have to.
we
definitely
have a part
and
two.
your ass gonna
We have
not
a
be
part
late.
two.
Because I'm
We
a
have a
comeback
we have a
man.
part
I'm a
two.
thinker, though.
We're gonna have a
No,
part
I
two.
had a
We're gonna have a part
whole,
two.
Like gang of
It wasn't
questions.
that
Yeah.
long.
I know.
No,
I
nigga,
said
we
I had a
started at
gang of
7.
questions for y'all.
Nigga, it's 8:18.
Yeah, I had a gang of questions for y'all,
Yeah.
but we didn't even get to the questions.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
We'll do a part
when
two
we come
next
back-
Wednesday.
Yeah, you could
What's
come
next
back.
week?
Let
What's
me
next
see.
third?
Next Wednesday.
What's next week? I don't think I got nothing next week. I'm gonna take my baseball.
Yeah,
We'll
y'all
do. Let's
can
do a
go
part two
T-ball.
next
Yeah,
Wednesday.
y'all can come back
we
on
coming
Wednesday.
back.
Yeah.
'Cause
This was a good
I think
conversation.
this is on my schedule Wednesday, and I think I don't have nobody's schedule.
Big facts, bro.
Yeah, I do like the fact. I appreciate y'all for hashing that shit out
Yeah,
because
I'm
I
glad
think
you appreciate you
that
for that.
that's what people really need to do. Like communication is lacking in our community. Period. No, period. In our community, period. Because that's how people get killed. That's how all the shit gets started. Because
I was just
nobody
being funny,
knows
but
how to talk.
I had a point, but
Yeah.
Everybody
And
just want to holler and scream.
Since
and-
you know me, you know
Yeah.
that I'm going to approach whoever has a
Yeah.
problem. I'm going to approach you. I'm
Yeah.
going to approach my problem. I ain't going to swing on you, but I'm going to approach the
shit,
problem.
Adults should be able to speak without
Yeah, without all
putting
that.
their
Right.
hands on each other.
Any
Like you
nigga we had a
said-
problem with, I'll pull up
Yeah.
on him.
just for the record, I said
Ask
that shit in
any
his
of 'em.
face. I ain't say shit behind his back. The mother niggas did.
Ask any of them. I'll pull up on them to their face.
I
Yes.
appreciate your transparency.
Facts.
So, Rome, tell everybody your social media and where you gonna be at.
So where y'all can find me, man, YouTube, Rome the Comedian, Snapchat, Rome
It's
the
on the
Comedian.
shirt. Check it out.
Oh, damn, they 19.
Instagram, Rome the Comedian. So if you want to keep up with my shows and shit, I usually post all my flyers on Rome the Comedian on my Instagram. So make sure y'all drop a follow for Rome the Comedian. So Yeah, all of my shows, all my flyers, everything is on Rome the Comedian. Basically, Rome the Comedian on every social media platform. And it's spelled just like this. Let me move this
When
ice.
in Rome, you gotta make
my neck was a little.
You want me to help you?
No, bro, my neck was swole today, so I had to put some ice on it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I
That's
can't
cute.
chill, but my neck will.
that's cute. I was finna ask, but all right. If give everybody
Okay.
your information
Well, you know, Facebook.
and what you got coming up.
Chris Webster, because they don't let you put comedy on shit. You got to have a regular name on Facebook. Then Chris Webster Comedy on Instagram, TikTok and shit. Dumb Entertainment, DUHM on YouTube. I got an episode of my what's it called? Damn, a late night talk show. Dumb Late with
Yeah, I
Chris
see
Webster.
you going
It's
live.
coming back. A lot of shit coming back. My bus is coming back. Everything coming back. Hey, if y'all available this Monday at Helium, I'm in the second round of competition. I'm trying to win this year. Shout out to Ron. He went for it before, man. I seen him. I'm trying to be like this brother, man. So that's it.
Okay. And y'all already know, Miss Me Out the Dark. I'm doing big things. I just put up my second episode. This shit ain't no joke. This executive production shit is not for the week, baby.
It's on the second
It's
one?
yeah.
Oh, this is a new joint. This the second
Nah,
one?
this the Pop the Balloon LGBTQ.
Oh, you talking about the balloon? You didn't say that yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
The
Yeah, I think I saw the
LGBTQX,
first
the
one. I saw
only.
like a clip of
So
one, right?
the second one going up, it's turning into more like a reality show. I'm actually
That's
very,
good,
very
man.
proud of
Hey,
it.
let me-
Because it's following people around and they talents and the things they do. And it's being
Let me know
very
if you need
welcomed
some
by the
business,
community. I love that.
Assistance.
So,
I'm down.
yeah, check that shit out on YouTube and on the YouTube channel, Pop the Balloon, LGBTQXSTL. And I just booked Chris for a show, host a
Hell yeah.
gig.
July 26th,
And
right?
yeah, it's a birthday party, soccer ball.
asked her
And
like 3 times.
what the fuck else I got coming up? We got the pot chef thing where it's a competition. I'll be judging that as well as fucking...
I don't do weed food.
I will be selling my edibles at that motherfucker. So y'all pop out. It's on the...
It gotta be weed. It gotta be weed.
Yeah,
food.
my
Oh,
social media is Yolanda Brown on all platforms. Unless you want to Miss Me Out the Dark, that's the
I thought it
platform.
was misunderstood.